paid kink session, a plastic bag, and a client who never walked away. 2 years later, OnlyFans model Michaela Rylaarsdam is behind bars, accused of murder. Let's unpack what happened and let me know if you think her charge is appropriate, or is it too harsh? Michaela, now 31, is a mother of 3 who runs a stripper entertainment business and OnlyFans alongside her husband, Brandon Rylaarsdam. They met more than a decade before this incident, when Brandon was a server and Michaela a hostess at a restaurant in Modesto, San Francisco. But in 2023, their world of adult entertainment took a fatal turn. Michael Dale found Michaela, known as Asshley SinCal, or Ashley with a silent H, through the couple's website and reached out with his desired fetishes: to have women's boots glued to his feet and wrapped like a mummy, fetishes which would cost him $11,000 and ultimately his life. Michaela agreed to meet Michael at his Escondido home just 3 days after he moved in. When she arrived on the evening of the 27th of April 2023, Michaela recalls he appeared intoxicated, and he was later found to be 4 times over the legal limit. Little did she know she would be calling for emergency services 4 hours later. With Michael unresponsive, Michaela performed CPR until they arrived. Michael was found with women's boots glued to his feet as requested, duct tape over his mouth, and a bag placed over his head secured with saran wrap or cling film. His wrists were bound and his fingers were also wrapped with duct tape, so there was no way for him to remove the bag from his head. His eyes were also found to have been glued shut. But this horrific scene wasn't all that the investigators would uncover. Disturbing videos were also discovered on Michaela's phone. She had filmed herself performing a sexual act for her OnlyFans, while Michael showed signs of distress close by. Reports show the bag was over his head for at least 8 minutes. Michael was hospitalised but pronounced brain dead the following day, and removed from life support several days later, with his death ruled as asphyxiation. For nearly 2 years, Michaela was free to return to her life, her kids, and continue in her business as though nothing had ever happened. That was until February 2025, when she was arrested and charged with murder. Prosecutors claim that facts support that of second-degree murder, as there is no evidence to show that Michael actually requested for the bag to be placed over his head, and Michaela denies having done so. But the problem is, Michael's fingers were wrapped, and even if he placed the bag on himself before being restrained, there was still active participation from Michaela. Where do we draw the line between fantasy and criminal negligence? Michaela's defence argue that she had no intent to kill her client or to cover it up, and that she acted appropriately once she realised something was wrong. Michaela has pleaded not guilty and is currently being held without bail at Las Colinas detention facility in San Diego County. Michaela's husband Brandon remains supportive, saying, "I fell in love with Michaela and remain unmovably and unshakably in love with her." Let me know what you think of Michaela's charges. Do you think second-degree murder is appropriate in these circumstances, or are they too harsh? Was this a paid fantasy gone tragically wrong, or a reckless act that crosses into murder? Personally, I feel it sits somewhere closer to manslaughter. Michaela was delivering a client's fantasy, but the level of negligence, especially continuing to film OnlyFans content as he lay unresponsive, is so incredibly disturbing. As an adult entertainer engaging in risky physical sessions, shouldn't there be boundaries and safety protocols? In this case, clearly there wasn't. The lines between fantasy and reality seemingly became blurred. But tell me what you think in the comments. As this case is still ongoing, I'll give real-time updates over on my Instagram, so be sure to follow me over there for more updates. And for more videos just like this one, please like this video and subscribe.